Cancer, how you doing? So, round two. Something about rounding, around, or it's coming back around, round two. Okay, Cancer, sorry, before I start channeling, one card came out, so I'm going to keep that. But the first thing that I heard was something to do with, like, round. This is for your first half of March, okay? So, round, like, it's round two. Something to do with get the drinks in, or round, or it's like, oh, it's coming back around. This fever. Also, a fever or something is coming back around because it feels like it's at night, like a night call, Also, like, they're also saying booty call, so, some kind of like booty call or boo. It's like boo. Oh, I'm here. It's like, oh, really? Oh, it's come back around again then. Something's come back around. Or someone wants to come back around. It's like, oh, well, I'm warming up. Also hearing like warming up to the relationship factor now. I've understood a lot and I'm coming back and it's like, boo, guess who? Because my guides are like, I don't know why they do all that thing. But I think that's still someone saying, I don't know why I've done all that. I'm sort of like warming up to things now. Something to do with warning as well. I'm picking up like a warning sign and also a traffic warden, like a warden or warding sign. Okay, I'm picking up tickets as well. Tickets. I've been to pick up some tickets to see a show, but also like a traffic warden or something to do with a police officer or something like that. Sorry, but I've just got a notification. A warning sign, also a warden, like warning sign, the warning sign. But I'm picking up some of it is to do with that someone is to do with the police office, or the like Secretary of Defence, or like taking an offence to something that could have been done or said. And I think that somebody commented on someone's physical appearance because it is something to do with like booty or boutique, some kind of like boutique. Rusty, also the name Rusty, or something to do with a car that someone is fearing that they. I've got no idea, because they like just bombarded me with loads of messages. One thing, please keep an open mind. These are channel messages. I can't never tell where they're coming from. Okay, so I just speak. Okay, but booty, as in someone probably got offended by someone saying something about someone's booty, right? But also beauty. Now, I think that there is someone that really, on a good factor, is extremely attractive. Okay, and they're extremely attractive. But it is something to do with someone's physical worth of appearance, and it is a main factor in someone's life that they are drawing a lot of attention also to themselves for some of you, where it's a lot to do with like, well, I'm so attracted to this person because they're physically very attractive, but also like, boo, it's like, I'm back from your past, also they're saying. But it's also, I'm hearing along those lines of, I went to get some tickets, and it was a bit like a ticket to a show, and it feels like a Bale-esque, what do they call that, a Bale-esque show? Bail. They're also saying a bail for some of you. If it's not a show, a Bale-esque thing, it's to do with bail. And I've just got bail, or it's like I need you to bail me out. They're also saying I need you to bail me out. So someone might be asking and come back from your past, or it could be the present person, or something about, well, I need some help and I need you to bail me out. So can I borrow some money? Can I loan some money because I need to help? I need you to help me out and bail me out. Now, for some of you, that has been a long-going, ongoing legal battle, because they're also saying something to do with like legally, okay, and also like illegally, that there was a lot of confusion about bailing someone out. Now, that is obviously if someone was incarcerated. For some of you, that if it's not being that a partner or someone you know has been incarcerated, then it's a lot to do with bailing someone out, that someone needs help and assistance to do with like bail. Okay, I'm also hearing hay bales and something to do with like bail. Can you pick up the hay? Or can you pick up the hay, or the name hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, it's off to work we go, with something to do with working, and off we go. It's like, well, here we go, and off we go, or off we go to the seaside. Why on earth am I hearing that one? So off we go on this journey, and off we go on this trip, and I'm off to see the wizard. What? I'm off to see the physician, or the musician. I'm off to see a musician. So some of you, it's something to do with tickets, and that if you don't know about this, someone could have bought some tickets to a show, and it's like, well, I'm just going to the show, I'm going to see a musician. okay, or you're very interested in that you are a musician, okay, and you're trying to make it. Wow. Okay, sorry. So I've got this out. So I don't use this very often, but I've been just started using it in personal readings. So did I hear right to do with musician? Yes. So to me, that's saying yes. And is it something to do with like tickets to a show? Yes. Okay, Spirit. Center. So just to give you clarification, can you give me my no answer? Okay, for clarification, can you please give me my yes answer? And you should see this starting to go backwards and forwards. It's like a Celtic cross. If a lot of you don't use this, now I don't use this to ask yes or no questions. Okay, what I do is I pretty much give it, if I start to channel any messages, I can use that in order to clarify to you, to prove to something that it is to do with like tickets. Okay, because they're free will. You can ask free will questions with those, and there's possibilities of like yes or no. But it's generally used for me to clarify things that I hear, okay, as physical proof. So something to do with like proving, like, oh, well, I'm going to prove my worth, or I'm going to prove myself by buying some kind of like ticket to a show. Okay, it feels like, I got a ticket to ride, I got a ticket to ride, and she don't care. It feels like there's someone, like there's a very important woman in your energy. And I'm picking up for some of you that it could be you as an important woman, but it can also be a reflection of your parents. Okay, and there's like, but she don't care. It's kind of like, well, I just feel like you don't care. I feel like, well, every time I try something, it feels like you don't care. And it's like, well, I do care. I'm there for you, but it's like the proof is not there. It's like, well, I'm asking you to prove something for oneself and not for me. You don't need to prove it to me. I just need you to prove it to yourself. And I think some of that is coming across as a crossed energy where someone is saying, look, I just want you to prove things to me, but really why I'm doing that is because I want you to prove it for yourself. I want you to find something in your life and somewhere where you reside and things that you can do as a job or something. Okay, moldable energy. I'm picking up molding or something to do with like ghost and molding out some kind of. I'm also picking up someone's someone's appearance, but like ghost when they used to do artwork and molding, something to do with that, or welding or molding, molder, also molder. We're going in the unknown, right? But something to do with that someone is saying, okay, back to original message. Someone is saying that I am there for you, but I'm doing this for you, not to prove anything. I'm doing it for you because I care. Because what I want you to do is find it literally for yourself, that you don't need me to constantly like do everything for you and rely on you. You can rely on me because I'm there. I'm picking up this is a parenting thing for some of you. Okay, and this substance is the person is there, but what they're physically trying to say of why you might be arguing with someone is because they're doing things as action, but it's not seen as action from the other person. What it's seen is care and affection. Okay, and it's something to do with like I'm there and I'm proving myself to you because of the things that I'm physically doing daily for you, which is like cooking, cleaning, running around, life events, and I'm doing all of that stuff for you. Okay, but on the other hand, what I'm doing it for is for the future of us or you, meaning if it's a parent, it's for you, and I'm showing it with actions. I don't have to show it through love. Love is an action word. It's not a physical word. It's spoken, sure, but it's really proven through actions of what someone's prepared to do to something. Okay, so I'm picking up like there's a well-to-do woman that's very important in someone's life, and it's like, well, I'm well-to-do and I'm like trying to nurse you back to health. They're also saying like nurse, some kind of like becoming a nurse or an assistant of nursing, nursery, also picking up a nursery. Like children's nursery rhymes, or a nursery where someone drops like the children off to the nursery. Some of you have got a relationship with someone that is there that you're physically attracted to, more than likely. Okay, for a lot of you it's not. It's to do with a job seeking of something to do with like nursing or like in the hospital field or in the nursing department, to do with like children and care, something like that. Okay, because I'm picking up like a care assistant. Okay, a PA, care assistant or something. Okay, that's literally just what they've said. Okay, So just to quick clarify, if people, we're going to go with this one, okay? But all of those channeled messages that you just told me, Spirit, are they correct? Okay, so they are saying yes. That is my yes answer. Is that my yes answer, Spirit? Okay, staying on the same line. Okay, so the first card that came out for you guys through the first half of March, if I didn't explain Cancer, was Sagittarius. Okay, so there's a lot of like blending. Well, I'm trying to blend in, and I'm trying Brenda. My name could also be Brenda. Okay, but I am also trying to blend in, very much so, and I'm also trying to look after my appearance and my health, and it's very important to me. Okay, so I think that if there was a disagreement with someone could have mentioned someone's beauty, like they could have like hypnotized you and said something like, listen, you are beautiful to me, and that's all that matters. You're beautiful to me, and I don't care what you... Okay, this might come across very personal for people, but these are life readings, okay, like I constantly say to people, so please keep an open mind. But I think someone said that it doesn't matter what you may have said to other people or what you might think about yourself or anything like that. If you have any self-worth issues or anything like that, it doesn't matter because you are beautiful to me. Okay, so I think that your partner more than likely said that to you if there was any worry, and it was you, or it could be you that said it to someone. But if someone was fearing or worrying about their physical appearance or their health, okay, that someone said that to reconcile with you, to say, look, you're my partner, I don't mind, you know, you're beautiful to me, that's all that matters, you know, don't be silly, don't think about these things about yourself, you're beautiful to me, okay? There's something to do with that, because this is the all-seeing oracle eye, or something to do with that, or like a sight. That's why I'm picking up, it's like sight and vision. So, because it's visionary, so it's something to do with like, don't be daft, what you're thinking is like, you know, I see you, you see me. So what I see is something completely different than what you might see yourself. That's what they're saying. Okay, so I want to see you because of these factors. Let's see. So for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the first half of March. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the first half of March. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But I'm picking up law, like a law ticket, like law-abiding citizen, or like a traffic warden or warning, because I'm picking up like a sign and also a warning sign of like, well, it was a warning sign. There was a health scare with someone, okay? For some of you, it's like the law, okay? But a lot of you, I'm picking up that it's to do with like a health scare, that someone had a health scare, okay? In the past, they had some kind of like health scare, like helter-skelter. I was hearing like a rave, like... right, which was used to be helter-skelter, right? Skelter, Celtic. Someone's into the old Celtic crosses, right? But I've never done a Celtic cross. You know, people do these Celtic crosses. I've never even done that when I was a first reader. I just like come out with a spread, and then channeled messages really. But yeah, something to do with Celtic or Kelly. Kelly, the name Kelly, something to do with Kelly. Grace Kelly, Grace, also Grace and also Kelly. Dancing, some kind of like dancing, Grace Kelly. Someone that also likes Grace Kelly. But also Grace, and the name Kelly. Someone's searching for child names. Someone could be pregnant and they're looking for a book. They're looking for a book of child names. I'm also picking up a child protection agency, of someone looking for an... Cancer, this is one card, man. Steve, will you just draw some tarot cards? We just like to see tarot cards. Right. Okay, I'm not going to take all those because I was like interrupted and coughing. Some kind of cop, some kind of cop as well, some kind of cop. So you did see that, okay, Four of Wands. So it's a lot to do with marriages and commitments, but a lot of you, this is incarceration and someone that's in prison, or it's like the law, it's like legally binding law. So your person could also be a police officer or something like that, because it's like The Office. It's like what's that comedy sketch, The Office, right? But if it's like, well, this all goes in The Office, it's like, oh, this is all going on, all going on in the office. It's like, oh, hello, madam. Are you the secretary? It's like, yes. Are you the Secretary of Defence? or are you taking offence? Someone takes something personally, okay? But I'm also picking up like a law, the law, because it was like prison and it was, okay, stop it now, please. Okay, so Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Continue on this timeline, please, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for the first half of March. What have you got coming up? What have they got coming up? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for the first half of March. Okay, wow, so you've got it coming up. So you have, okay, aces. Aces is a free will opportunity to reach out to someone or for them to reach out to you. Okay, from this moment on, after this card, is where things change. You make the change yourself. That's where your tarot reading will change. Okay, so from then, that's where your timeline starts. So from this ace, your timeline will start and change there. Okay, so I'm picking up a clothing department also through that channeled message. It's like, well, I've changed. I'm changing. Okay, so I am willing to compromise and I am willing to change myself for this relationship. So someone's going through the change. They're going through becoming the change. So you can follow that below for my first ever business plan, some kind of business plan also. But becoming the change, you can use that. It's a woman's cycle. Becoming feminine, masculine, masculine, feminine. That was the whole point of that beginning of my spiritual calling. But becoming the change, a woman's cycle. So I'm changing. I'm changing my appearance, I'm changing my outlook, my whole outlook has changed, my whole appearance has changed, and I am now feeling optimistic and bright for the future because I have many opportunities out there in my life that I can take, but I need to take I actually need it to be offered to me first before I can take it. It feels like there's going to be an offer that's going to be there for you to have this timeline that you can have of whether you want to take it or not, okay? But basically, someone's going to offer you themselves on a plate to you, okay? So they're going to put themselves on a plate for you and serve to you, okay? So it's because some kind of like someone's into the food industry and it's to do with food or just general health, but it's like, okay, well, I'm going to take you out on a date and here's some food, and it's like, there you go, that's the healthy option. Someone's into Slimming World also, a bit like me. I've gone on to using Slimming World now. Did you know you can have as much rice as you want? Slimming World. So they're like, well, this is the world. The world. You are the world to me, so there's a good opportunity for you to take. But do you want this timeline to change? Wow, you have got more than one offer. Okay, I'm not going to look at those. I don't take too many cards. All at once, because it confuses my channel. If I have too many cards out at once, I'm like, oh, there's 10 million messages all just come through my subconscious. Okay, so two aces. There's a good opportunity out there for you for love, and there's a good opportunity out there for you to put in your bid and offer to jobs, to put yourself forth, to write down anything of interest, okay, that you might like, but also to apply. This is like, well, we apply. Okay, there's some kind of like applying and don't pry. There's also like, well, listen, don't pry. I will do it myself. Okay, or someone saying, look, you can do it yourself. You just need to. This is a parent saying it to a child, I think. Okay, you don't need to. I won't pry, but I need you to make up some kind of decision of like you applying for a job. Okay, because this is going to be everything that you would go onto Google and search and all that sort of stuff and have a look. Okay, and then write down your CV, all that kind of stuff, because I'm picking up CV. Okay. I tread on light toes, but I did hear something about CV, as in like CB radio as well. Also a possible disease, but that's, that's none of my... listen, these are just cards. Right, but a lot of people say, oh no, what was that message he was going to say? Okay, I heard some kind of like HIV. That's only, okay, but I'm also hearing through that is Ivy, the name Ivy, because my channeled messages, they can mean one thing and then later when they come through it's like, oh, it didn't mean that, it meant that. Okay, but Ivy, the name Ivy or Eileen, come on Eileen, oh I swear on Eileen, at this moment, come on Eileen, Dex's Midnight Runners, right, but come on Eileen, you can do it, You can do this, Eileen. You can apply for this job. You can apply. There's something to do with like medical assistant is what I'm picking up, like an IV, like someone that puts an IV into somebody, okay, and they're like monitoring their blood pressure, because I can feel this heart going boom, 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 boom. Okay, and they put the strap around their arm and they feel this, okay, like boom, 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 boom. I'm also hearing a flat tyre, that some of you might appear come up against a flat tyre where you're like driving and then all of a sudden it's like, when you're, oh no, I've got a flat. I've got a flat. Okay, so someone is searching also for a flat. They might be looking out there and putting in things and think, yeah, I want to go and live in this apartment, so I'm going to go for a flat. Okay? Listen, Cancer, these are just free cards. I know they're aces, right? But I'm hearing a flat tyre. I'm also hearing a flat. Like, hey, Steve, you are right. I am looking for a flat, and I'm actually applying to a landlord in order to ask to come up with some readies. Ready? Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready? Yeah, sure. I'll take that. So someone's out there. They're really searching for either jobs or they're searching for a flat or something, and they're like, yeah, no, I'll take that. Sure. Yeah, great. Well, there's an offer there, so we'll put in a bid and we'll put in an offer, and then, you know, can you come up with the money? Can you come up with the readies? Can you come up with this? It's like, yeah, sure. Well, that's down to you, right? Because your timeline is really changing because of these two aces. So whatever happens on the other side, when we clarify these cards, that will be your timeline of how I'll start to probably try and put some of this together as a normal reading for people. Okay, okay, so wow, you have a journey, man. You are going on a journey. You are, you are. It's like, well, you are the one. So I'm willing to travel to you, and I'm willing to sacrifice quite a lot in order to take this leap of faith. In order to take a leap of faith, someone's like putting so much into their faith and their religion, and I'm putting so much into myself and into my own worth, and the hard work and dedication that I'm putting into my appearance, my health, looking after it, making sure that everything that is right with me, so when I do meet my new person that this can be, that when I make that decision, I will meet my person, that I am clear of all negative energies, that I am clear of anything. Also, doctors and going for checkups with blood and things like that. For some of you, if it's not, you do this as a job, but I'm making sure that everything is clean, everything is spick and span, and also tidy, that I am pretty much ready for a relationship. And there it is. For a lot of you, this is a very, very, very new timeline that you are now in, okay, because you have just entered the twilight zone. You've just entered the twilight zone. You could also have maybe some kind of like interference from a past energy that is still dark, because this is dark and light at the same time. This is why this can be very confusing, because it is a doorway of mirrors and a doorway of doors, of doors, but the doors where you don't know, because they're all locked. They're all locked until you start to open them. Okay, so until you start to create this timeline, because this is so fresh, okay, that when you start to create this timeline, you'll be able to start experiencing your rest of the month, rest of, well, 2 weeks, rest of the month, rest of, okay, the rest, recuperation. I'm taking a break. I am single, but I could well meet someone on this trip. I could really meet someone here, okay, or it's your past partner and you're going to visit them. I'm also picking up visitational rights, where I have now been given the chance to go and meet this person and to go and see them for the first time. Also for the last time. For the first time and the last time. So it's a bit like make it or break it for some of you, Cancer. It's like, well, you know, I'm meeting you for the first time and also the last. I don't know why I'm hearing that. The Last of Us. Someone likes The Last of Us, so that is out soon, right? PS4. But The Last of Us. Well, this is The Last of Us. This is all we have left to give over to somebody. This is The Last of Us. Somebody's heritage is where there's only one of them. Like, there is no more bloodline. Like, there's no more bloodline. It ends at me because I have no brothers or... Well, there's someone. that I have no more brothers or sisters. I don't know, because I'm hearing bloodline, okay, that it all comes back to me, like everything that always comes back to me. So I'm the last of us, meaning that there's only me that's left to start this off. Because some of it feels like a bloodline where there is nobody else really around apart from a parent and you, or them and someone. Okay, but like there's only two of us. It's like just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Right, so there's just the two of us, but I'm the only child. It's like, well, I'm an only child. Okay, so because I'm the only child, it all comes back to me, meaning like, well, there's just the last of us. Because I keep saying, it's just the last. Because it's like a fairly well. Okay, a will. Also a will, but also a fairly well. Like I'll say my fairly wells goodbye, like, because this is the last of us, because this is a brand new start after this. It's like, well, I'll say my fair goodbye. Some of you, this is to a child, and they're leaving for college or something, for a journey. Okay, and they're going off. And it's like, well, you know, we say our fairly wells. Okay, so continue on this timeline, please, for Cancer for the first half of March. It could be your person's working away. Okay. Nine of Cups. So I'm going off to get my fill. So my Phyllis or my bill. Okay, I'm going to get my bill. But also somebody wants something. Someone needs some assistance. Okay, also within their weight. Okay. I tread on very light toes when I say that one. Okay, someone could have like hunger, like there's a hunger, because I keep feeling like there's just a hunger. I was like, I'm hungry for this. Whatever it is, you don't have to be physically hungry, but there can be like, oh, I'm hungry for this. It's like, I'm so hungry, like I'm out there searching for this person, and I'm so hungry. I just keep saying, well, I'm just so hungry. Some of you went through a detox cleanse for a drug addiction, okay, like an IV thing, and it was a drug addiction. And someone is putting themselves back together bit by bit, by brick. They're slowly dropping the walls. They're starting to discover life. They're clean, okay, and because they're clean, they are starving. And trust me, when you become clean of very potent drugs, you can become very, very hungry and also very, very sexually intolerant. Okay, because everything starts to work again, and it's just like waking up. If you've ever been addicted to a major substance, okay, and you become clean, when that fades, okay, and you start to become a normal life again, that feeling of elation that you get when you start to become clean, that, people, is called a spiritual awakening. That's what they feel like when grass and trees start to look green again. When you start to feel the air that you breathe and that you live, and things become very important to you, all of that kind of thing, that's what physically waking up as a normal, I had like nearly on 60 awakenings. I've been having very slow ones myself. I don't know if people have noticed that I seem to be channeling a lot more now than just cards over the past week, but I'm having these slow awakenings again through my having slight headaches. And they're awakening. So I've had nearly 60. Now, naturally, that's how that feels when you're coming off a substance. That's what a spiritual awakening can feel like, if any of you were wondering, okay? Because you start to see life again, man. I'm picking up seeing life again. But I'm picking up hungry, like, well, I'm hungry. I'm hungry for this. I keep saying, like, I'm hungry. I'm just hungry, Steve. Just hungry. I don't know. Or Hungary. I'm going to see Hungary play football. Or Hungary. I'm going to Hungary, Steve. Yeah, sure. No idea what that's like in Hungary. Or trip. But what we're going is towards... we're going towards a 10 because we're at 9. Okay, so we're in denial. Sorry, but we're also in denial about something in our lives, that we are slowly becoming like denial, like working through energies of denial. Okay, also Daniel, I'm hearing the name Daniel, but we're also working through our energies of denial through relying on one another, but we're there. So we're working through spiritual energies of denial. Because what we're working for is something of more equilibrium, equally balanced, 9, Aquarian, wish fulfillment, but still Gemini, Aquarius of equality. So we're working through those periods of denial with someone, because it's insane denial. Okay, so anyway, Cancer, that's your reading so far. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on with the rest of your timeline for the first half of March, and then start to clarify some cards, and then hopefully I will look into some thoughts and feelings about the other person from you. Okay, but we will rush through them a little bit more when we go on to the side. If you want to watch the rest of your readings, it is literally now just $5. It all goes straight to one tier. You can find that below under the show more section. It takes you over to Patreon. You just pay $5 for the whole month, and you get to watch literally everything. If you decide to join the next month, you still get to watch every reading that gets put there. You just watch whatever you want whenever you want. Okay, but it is literally $5 per month. That's all. Okay, it does really support me with the channel in order to me to keep doing more readings. Okay, also gives me an incentive. It's also my birthday very soon, which is March the 8th, so I'll be 44. So anyway, so I will hopefully see you guys on the other side. If you want a personal reading, also everything is in the link below, show more section. Okay guys, thanks very much, catch you again soon.